Hey guys, Greg back again, pifflespodcast.com. Piffles Pick 6, Week 8. Looking a bit like a scruffy Jay Cutler, but hey, if the beard's working, the beard's working. 5-1 this week, off the slide, feels good. We're back in a smooth Jimmy Apollo territory. I'm back on the good side of 50%. So, let's kick this off this week. Kicking us off, tonight's Thursday Nighter. Miami Dolphins at the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore started just under a field goal, and that has been bet up. However, we're going to switch this up a bit and look at the over-under. These teams cannot score. Ravens are averaging just over 18 points, while the Dolphins are just under 16. The total opened up at 38. I don't see how they're going to get there. It's going to be a miracle. Take the under. We are going to be back to a very boring Thursday nighter this week, I'm thinking. Number 5, Atlanta Falcons at the New York Jets. I told you last week the Jets were going to cover, and I told you I was leaning money line. But the Jets jetted themselves in the most Jets way possible. They had the game won, they threw it away, but they still made the cover. Meanwhile, the Falcons, on the other hand, in these much hyped Super Bowl rematch, couldn't get it done versus the Patriots. Looked lost. Patriots won in a walk. And yet, somehow, they still opened as 7.5-point favorites. However, the betting community quickly bet that down to 5 and under. I like the Jets again this week. I don't know why. The Falcons have a horrible record against the spread as part of it. The Jets have the 4th best record against the spread this year. Take the cover, and if you feel like gambling, Jets at home on money line is not that bad. It's a value pick. Just that we're not counting that towards the total. Number 4, San Francisco 49ers at the Philadelphia Eagles. Are we seriously talking about the Eagles as Super Bowl contenders? My God, they look good right now. Won in a walk, not an issue on the Monday Nighter, which I told you about. They were my top pick last week, and they did not let me down. This game opened up high at 10.5, and it's going higher. It is probably on a steeper trajectory than the Eagles right now. Unless the betting stops, it may actually hit 2 touchdowns. That's how high it's going. If you can get in quick, get the Eagles to cover the number. Moneyline, of course, is a safe bet. Once they hit that 2 touchdown mark, it's going to be hard to cover. But the Eagles might just do it because this Niners team does not look prepared at all. Minnesota Vikings at the Cleveland Browns in London. Or as the Browns put out this week, Browns United. Cleveland covered. I told you they've got actually some decent talent, and they covered against the Titans in a really low-scoring affair. Wasn't a barn burner by any means. They almost won it. Lost in overtime. Meanwhile, Minnie absolutely rolled Baltimore. Both teams right now, though, have question marks at quarterback. We don't know who's going to start. Bradford's knee, did it survive the trip to London? We don't know. Is it going to be Kaiser starting for the Browns? We don't know. So let's look at the under on this one. It started at 38. I don't see how both teams can get there. Right now, with question marks for Minnesota at quarterback, and Diggs might still not play, and Baltimore just can't score. So, under 38, solid play. The Los Angeles Chargers and my New England Patriots. This is going to be a tough one. Might take me a bit to get through. Game opened with the Pats at 6.5-point favorites, and like most Patriots games, that number has climbed. The community loves betting on the Patriots, and who wouldn't? Chargers are actually one of the best road cover teams in the league right now, and while the Pats have only covered once in 4 games at home. I don't want to say this. Chargers are going to cover the number. Pats are going to win money line. Chargers are going to cover the number. That's what you want to play. I don't see the Pats losing, but I didn't expect to see them lose at home this year already. So their home record is horrible. Hopefully they can turn it around. But right now, Chargers covered. Ah. And my number one selection, Houston Texans at the Seattle Seahawks. Gotta admit, last week Seattle proved me wrong. They were my one blemish last week. Little fact, Russell Wilson has never lost the AFC at home. However, I think the Texans offense might change that. They have a league high 39.3 points per game, and Deshaun Watson is no stranger to hostile environments coming out of Clemson. I don't think the 12th man is going to get under his skin. He's used to it. He's going to play well. The game started off at 4.5 in the favor of Seattle and has been bet as high as 6. I like Houston to cover that number. In fact, if you want a really good value pick, sprinkle on money line for the value. Houston might go in there and blow the doors off of Seattle. That is how well they're playing right now. So that's it for this week. Hopefully we can keep this winning streak going. 5-1 is nice. 6-0 is better. Hopefully we can keep this going. Check out the site pifflespodcast.com. We've got a bunch of stuff going up all the time. If you're not too familiar with the CFL, I just wrote a piece on Hall of Fame Chris Carter's son, Duron Carter. He had a cup of coffee with the Indianapolis Colts, and right now he's lighting up the CFL, playing both sides of the ball. Nice piece there. We've got some other stuff coming up. CFL playoffs are coming up. So check out the site. Tune in next week and go football.